Hey Arnold is an absolute disaster, an affront to God, and a testament to man's hubris. The Boy. I'm talking about The Boy. The show's very good. The Boy's the problem.
Arnold! Move it, football head! Hey, Arnold!
Hey Arnold, or Arnold Shortman, if you go by his Christian name, has a football-shaped head. It's his one defining characteristic. It follows the simple rule of silhouettes for main characters. Make it distinct when you can only see their outline and everything else is just a solid color. It is a very simple device used to, pick a character out of a crowd. Sometimes this is used in the other way to sort of lampshade the whole thing, like Saitama from One Punch Man. But once you see a bunch of characters, you see their outlines, you understand, oh, that's Mario. Oh, that's Sonic. Oh, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator. So, like Arnold, with the football-shaped head, you go, that's the Hey Arnold. Now where I really feel like I have a problem with the Hey Arnold is that I'm like 80% sure he's top-heavy. No way that body supporting that head. He's just a walking clumsy calamity waiting to happen. How does he do stairs? How does he do anything with that big head? Fucking weeble-lobbling the whole time. So, well, let's do some math. Now the first couple numbers we have to figure out is the average weight of a boy in 1995, because that's when the show was made, and because that's the kids were modeled after. This was before the rampant epidemic of child obesity that we see so prevalent today. So we have to find that. And luckily, for some reason, this is available to the public, but actually it's not, now that I think about it, because the CDC's a government entity, and all their research would be open source to anyone to use, and we could use it for anything. It's available to the public. It's just like how you can go to like NASA and you can just sell the NASA logo on a shirt. That's why the NASA logo's on a shirt a lot. Anyways, from the late 80s to the mid 90s, a child who was 9 years old weighed about, let's just round up to 76 pounds. Arnold's body looks pretty average, boy. I mean, that's the whole point. The only thing that's not average is his football-shaped head that should make him fall over all the time. The next number I need is the average weight of a child's head. This is a very peculiar number to come up with, mainly because I don't know how you find that. So, doing a quick search, the average head of a fully grown and realized adult is about 10 pounds. 10 to 12 pounds is about that range. My head is like 11 pounds, I guess. Your head is like 11 pounds, 10 pounds. Somehow Shaq's head is like 11 and 10 pounds. I highly doubt that, but So, luckily, the CDC also gives us the weight of a 19-year-old boy, or man, I guess. That's what they are now. For how much they would weigh in that time. And a 19-year-old boy in 1995 weighs about 190 pounds, 160 pounds. I guess the only real way to figure this out is to do some math. I'm very bad at math. I haven't taken a math class since junior year of high school. That's well over a decade by now. But rough guess, about 7% of 160 is maybe 10 pounds, maybe a little less. Actually, I do have the real numbers. I did the math. I actually did the math. 7% of 160 is about 11 pounds. So you're right at the range of what and the average head weight is. I really hope this research doesn't put me on some watch list. I probably will be, because I Google search average head weight of child. And that's not a great thing to look up. So, by my rough math, we have to use this application of 7% of your body weight is your head. You know? So, 7% of 76 is, what did I come up with? 5 pounds? Yeah, 5 pounds, 5.25 pounds. And I for 100% do not believe for a second that the Arnold has a head that weighs 7 pounds when in the show it is, if you turn it to the kickoff stance, it's about the length of his body. That boy's top heavy. It should also be noted that this isn't all exactly 1-to-1. Obviously, like, your head isn't always gonna, if your head's the size of your body, it's not gonna weigh the same because you have different things holding in different places. Though you got your thigh bone. I don't even know if you can see that thigh bone. That's the big bone. That's gotta be the heaviest thing in your body. You know? So when you get back to the head, you have to wonder, hey, Arnold, when your head grew to the football shape, what else, that new space that was formed, what's that space? Because there were two possibilities on the inside of the Arnold. It's that his skull is thicker to cover the space of where the brain would be and all the liquid that surrounds the brain, or there's more liquid and his brain is bigger. I don't believe that his brain is a different size because all people's brains are roughly the same size. The only thing that's different is how many wrinkles your brain has. And my brain has to be so fucking smooth for me to even be talking about this right now. I don't know how much more weight to give his head because I have no judgment. I could maybe make an argument that you double his head weight because his head is like the size of two heads. So give him like 14-pound head, and 14 pounds out of 75, that's still not over half of that weight. But then, see, this is where I do my trick. I had a trick up my sleeve for this. The thing about the head is that it doesn't rest solely on your body. Now I know what you're thinking. You have a neck. Everyone has a neck, and your head rests on that neck. It's the way your neck's sort of like a pivot joint. That's why your head can do this. And there's no way that neck, without some kind of metal framing, ton of muscle work, is supporting that head. And that's why he's got to be toppling over all the time. Hey, man, Arnold, why are you toppling all the time with that pencil with neck? Dude, I feel like I'm going insane looking at the Arnold boy. And his neck is like teeny tiny and his head is huge. It's just, you look at the average, hey, Arnold boy, the other boys, and you go, that's normal. That's fine. I see that every day kind of in my life. And then you see the Arnold boy and you go, I feel like there's something wrong here. He's got to be falling over all the time. All I'm getting at is that it really seems like he doesn't have the vertebrae support for his head. I feel like there are going to be a lot of long-term health issues that are going to come with being Hey Arnold. Your neck's going to be absolutely fucked. Probably your back too, because you got to move your back to support that weight. It's probably a detriment to humankind to let him breed. That's an issue. You probably shouldn't let Arnold breed, really, when you think about it. But yet his parents bred, and that's what they got. So maybe he's just the next step in evolution. Maybe Arnold's just a more perfect human than I. That's what I'm slowly realizing right now. Hey, Arnold's more perfect than me. And this all seems very aggressive take about a cartoon character.